Hello everybody, Cooper here, and welcome back to another episode of my AFL 23 Richmond management career. Hope you're all doing very well today. We're going back to Adelaide. It's time for gather round, and we are going up against the undefeated Hawks, which is always a tough ask. At the time of recording, they are undefeated in real life, so this is going to be tough. Hope it is all doing well in your lives. I'm glad you guys have been enjoying the videos so far on this series. I've had an absolute blast putting them together for you. It's time to put the lineup together. We've only got the two injuries. There is a small injury to Trainer as well as to Membry. So the lineup, which I think we put together towards the back end of last episode, hasn't changed a great deal. We will quickly check over the injuries that we have got in place, but the starting 22 should be the same, injuries aside, from the last game. So at this point in time, Tim Membry has a concussion and Trainer has a calf strain. Both of those guys will be out for a week each. Should be back in, well, they should be up for a fitness test next week, and then they'll be back the following week, which will be good. Uniforms, I think we need to do something a bit fun for Gather Round. Let's go retro if we can help it. Oh, that's very nice from Hawthorn. And can we go retro as well? Actually, it might be better if we go with this one and then the Hawks do that one. That is a bit better. We're going to do that. Tactically, it's what we've been doing the majority of the season so far. Low set forwards, defensive midfield, wide play style, which we've really enjoyed going down the wings. Slowly moving the ball from defensive 50 forward and then locate, actually on kickouts. I want to locate your players, and then if we can do a huddle on kickouts, that would be great. But let's get into today's game. There's a little bit of wind. Let's go. Here come the Tigers in gather round. Apart from the obvious that Hawthorn are a very good side and haven't lost a game yet, this is going to be a tough game. We had a couple of wins last episode. I believe we are 2-2 at this point in time. So getting a win today will push us further into the top 8. I actually don't think we're in the top 8 at the moment, but a win would better place us into the top 8. We're going to call heads on the toss. I think there's a little bit of wind. Actually, there's not very much wind at all. Hawthorn win the toss, and they're going to kick to the right of screen. Here we go. Reeves and Cherry. And Jai Newcomb gets the ball out of clearance, ends up with Layla. Can't get the first clearance. These Guernseys are actually quite difficult to see. Maybe I shouldn't have picked these Guernseys. Sheasel ends up with it. Gives it to Brown at half back. Kicks the ball up the wing. Can't get a mark. Layla kicks it forward. We've got Judson Clark who gets sat on. Rioli gets the crumb. First goal to the Tigers. Just outside of a minute. Really good start. Real hot start by the Tigers. I've loved how it's gone so far. Ball goes to Newcomb. He kicks inside 50. Looking for Guinea, but can't find him. Ends up with Gibcus. Goes wide to Smith. Heads into the Matt Hill direction, who's playing up against his former side today, has to be said. Jaden Short gets tackled. Incorrect disposal. Great tackle by Dylan Moore. Finds Will Day. Gives it back to Moore. Kicks forward to Ginnivan. Kicks forward again to Jai Sarong. Actually, no, it's Darcy Moore. Is he going to have a shot for goal? Yes, he is. Going to be kicking from right on 50. That is a fine kick. First goal to the Hawks. Matt Hill gets it out of the middle. Ball is spoiled at half back for the Hawks. Will Day takes a strong mark. Kicks forward to the centre half forward region. Mitchell Lewis probably going to go wide. Does to Carl Amon. He's a lefty, so this is going to be a tough kick. Starts it well wide. It's going to drop short. Doesn't go over the line, actually. I was expecting that to be a rush behind. Wasn't in the end. Ball is cleared by Harry Sheasel. Great hands by Josh Weddle at the back of the pack. And quick hands to push forward as well. The Wizard was lurking around. Didn't end up with it. Jai Sarong is going to get the mark inside 50. And he's going to have his first shot at goal for today. It's a beautiful kick, and the Hawks have 2, 7 minutes into the first quarter. Taranto clears the ball into our forward 50. Another good rebound from defensive 50 for the Hawks. Will Day once again in the middle. Can't get a clean kick away. Spoiled by Cherry. Judson Clark by himself. Ball gets spoiled. Sheasel looking to make a contest out of this, but can't. Nick Watson takes the mark. Mitchell Lewis gives it back to Nick Watson. McDonald takes the mark inside forward 50. He's going to go back, take another set shot for the Hawks. Connor McDonald, 50 goals for his career. Kicks left, drifting, and it's offline for a behind. Ball loose at centre half back for the Hawks. That was a beautiful kick. Not sure who kicked it, but the Hawks now have 3. I have to double check who kicked that a little bit later into the game. But 3-1 by the Hawks. Not a good start by the Tigers. Good spoil by Gibkiss. Ball cleared out the back. Sheasel finds Harley Reid, gives it back to Sheasel. That is a great chase down tackle by Butler. Jai Sarong is found once again. Connor Nash kicks to full forward. Jack Ginnivan's down there with Caleb Nash. Another rush behind. Harrison Oliver has it in the back pocket. Tristan Cherry on the lead. Finds Harry Sheasel. Layla is up the wing. Elects to go to a 3-on-1. Not what I would have done personally, but it works out okay for the Tigers. Morris Rioli is down there. We get the crumbs. Oh, no, we don't get the crumbs. Well cleared by Hawthorn. Good composure by their defenders. Meek now is the target. Good fist from behind. We got numbers in the middle of the ground. Harley Reid from bang on 50. Launches goalward. And he's got his first of the afternoon. High scoring game early in the quarter. 5 goals in 15 minutes between the two teams. Smiley recovers the ball at halfback. Cherry has options over the top. Kicks forward. Finds Jonty Fall. He's going to be lining up for his first of the game. Having a very good career so far. 72 goals entering his 3rd season. That's a good kick. Straight over the umpire's hat. Another clean hit out by the Hawks. Layla coming off a wing. Ends up with it. Harley Reid gets the hands to Hill. Cherry giving chase. Ends up with Jonty Fall again, but it's another tackle from behind by the Hawks. Josh Battle this time. Chasing the ball down. Rioli with the tackle. Ends up with Jai Newcomb. Carl Amon kicks to space. Taranto giving chase. Harrison Oliver gets the fist to it. Really good hands. Carl Amon kicks the ball towards full forward. Great spoil. Smiley gives to Reid. Kicks wide to Harrison Oliver. Kicks down the line to Taranto. Options down the field. And he heads in the Jonty Fall direction. Gives it back to Taranto. Kicks to full forward. Zerha's down there. Rioli with the crumb. And he's got another goal. That's 2 for Rioli. Nash in the middle of the ground. Kicks towards half forward. Good mark from behind by Gibkiss. Got options wide. Taranto kicks short. Heads to Harry Sheasel. Hands off to Armstrong. Down the line, nobody really there. Bit of a sloppy kick, to be perfectly honest. Josh Ward now kicking forward to the Hawks once again for another inside 50. Sam Taylor, who's in his first season with the Tigers, takes a beautiful mark. Sitting on top of, I assume that would be Sarong. Harley Reid can't take the pack mark. Now got Ward giving chase. Picked up off the rebound by Short. Harley Reid takes the mark. Gonna go back. Is he gonna have a shot? No, he kicks to the pocket. Zerha standing there by himself. He's gonna have a crack from a very tight angle. Goes around the body. Starts it wide. Swinging back on the siren. Can't get it through the goals, unfortunately. But a good start for the Tigers. We kicked the first one, then Hawks kicked the next 3. And we kicked the 3 following that. So, interesting game so far. Will Day gets the ball out of the middle. Ball ends up with Sam Butler at half forward. Waiting for an option to present itself. Taylor gives the punch to Dylan Moore. Forces it out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Good hit out by Cherry. Clean hands out of the defense. Does a really good job. Cherry is actually going to chase this one down. Battles come off half back. Kicks to Mitchell Lewis. Finds Josh Ward inside forward 50. Hawks have the first coming out of quarter time. Very competitive game by the two sides so far. Cherry, short little kick to half forward. Finds Layla. Number 1 pick having a pretty good start to his career, has to be said. He kicks towards half forward. Looking for Smiley, but only ends up with Connor Nash, unfortunately. Smiley getting back defensively. Great fist over the boundary. Meek kicks down to the Hawthorn Rovers. Ball ends up at centre half forward for the Hawks. Gibkiss from behind. Crumbed by Butler, heading towards goal. Hawks get their second of the quarter, now lead by 7. Hill in the middle now. Great hands by the Richmond midfielders. Not 15. Jonty Fall has a shot on the run. He's kicked his second. Great start and great return by the Tigers. Just a 1-point game. Halfway, or not even halfway through the second quarter. It's a 2-on-1 here. At least one of you go up, the other one gets the crumb. Don't be afraid to shepherd, Maurice Rioli. Short kick out of full back to Meek. Kicks down the line. Great spoil. Hill gets the quick hands. Harley Reid gives it to Taranto. Josh Smiley plays on. Kicks wide. Can't kick the goal, unfortunately. It's another rush behind, but we get the lead. Harley Reid coming off half back now. Clean kick to Cherry. He's got numbers up forward. Zerha offering a lead. Weddle flies high, brings it to ground. Harley Reid with a tackle on Newcomb. We've got a ball up inside our forward 50. Let's see what the forwards and midfielders can conjure up here. Smiley out of the clearance. Kicks the goal. Tigers hit the front once again. Cherry and Meek looking to get things underway once again. That's not 15. Great spoil. Dylan Moore having another crack on goal. Returns serve and ties the game up once again. Hit down straight to Hill. Harley Reid trying to get the hands on the outside. Doesn't end up with it. Sam Butler sits on Brown's head. Takes a very nice mark. Guinea at the top of the goal square. Was the initial target. Probably not a wise choice. Meek out the back of the pack. Gets it. McDonald, the target in the half-forward line now. Sam Taylor again, a very good defensive player. That's why we picked him up in free agency. Brown gets it from, I think that was Harry Sheasel down the back there. Cherry kicks it forward. We got numbers here. Rioli, pick it up. Actually ends up with Jonty Fall. He's got 3 now. Great kick from him. Jonty having an absolute breakout game right now. Having a tremendous start in this one. Taylor again. Worth every penny so far in the games that we have played with him. We've got numbers in the contest, but Jai Newcomb flying high once again. Dylan Moore has already kicked a handful of goals. Gibkiss, great. I mean, between Gibkiss and Taylor, we are set for life. Trainer as well as the third tall. We are, as I said, set for life. Layla up the wing, looking for Jonty Fall. Gets it to ground. Actually picks it up as well. Numbers once again. And Gabriel Johnston, last season's number 1 pick, takes the pack mark. Hasn't really touched it today. Started the game on the bench. It's offline, unfortunately. I was getting really ready to celebrate. But it's a 7-point game now. It hits the post. Ball exits out. Forward 50. Great spoil. Not sure who spoiled it in the end. Ball's wide to Harley Reid, but it's not 15. Layla all by himself. Kicks to the hot spot. Armstrong's down there. Jonty Fall, another crumb. He's got 4 on the game, including 3 goals on the run. What a star. The Tigers just going up a level right now. Warple at half forward for the Hawks. That's a great find inside to Reeves. Just the 1 disposal so far. Couple of hit outs. Yet to have a shot on goal. The Hawks need this one. And he's done a good job. That's a good kick. The Hawks back in it. 23 minutes gone in the second quarter. Just a 7-point game here. Ball is dropped in the contest twice by the Hawks, but no free kick. That is a great spoil. Butler trying to get to the ball. Actually, it's Sarong, but it's cleared. And now Layla and Amon are in the contest. Layla takes the mark. Kicks up the line towards Rioli. Can't get the mark. Jai Newcomb does a good job getting back. McDonald and Short now. Ends up with McDonald. Kicks in the Ginnivan direction. Good spoil by Caleb Smith. On the run. I think that might have been more. But it's offline. It's now an even goal lead to the Tigers. Quick 1-2 out of defense was risky, but it's paid off. Although Cherry did go to ground. Hopefully he's not injured. Harley Reid heading up the ground. Looking in the Jonty Fall direction. Johnston's giving chase to the ball. Hands off to Smiley, although it misses the target, unfortunately. Ball kicked forward. Ends up with Jai Newcomb. Kicking now in the McDonald direction. Good spoil by Jaden Short. Kicks forward. And Brown sends it out of bounds. 26 minutes gone in the first half. Last quarter of the first half. That's a weird thing to say. Matt Hill, against his former side, sends it to centre half forward. Josh Battle. Can't say he's had the best of Jonty Fall so far because he's had 4 goals kicked against him. But a very competitive first half from both teams playing in the Adelaide Hills down at Mount Barker. My hometown, I have to say. I spent a lot of time in Mount Barker growing up. Lived there till I was about 10 years old. Moved there when I was probably 18 months old. But a very interesting first half. 4 goals apiece in that second quarter. Very, very happy with how it's played out. Will Days had the most touches with 17. Matt Hills, 14. Harley Reid, 13. Josh Smiley, 12. But Jonty Fall, 4 goals. Dylan Moore, 3 goals. Morris Rioli, 2 have been the leading goal kickers so far. Second half underway. Cherry gets the hit out straight away. Johnston can't get the mark out of the centre clearance. Harley Reid drops it. Hill has a crack at goal. Offline, unfortunately. First score of the second half is to the Tigers. Ball coming out of half back for the Hawks. They've done a pretty good job so far in their transition inside the forward 50. But this is where they've had a bit of a difficult time getting marks inside forward 50. A lot of their goals have come via stoppages so far. So this is where they're most dangerous. Cherry hits down to Smiley. Ball ends up with Layla back to Hill. We get the ball clear. Cherry goes wide. I'm not really sure why he did that. Probably could have just kicked forward. Great hit out again by Cherry. Great hands as well. Really elite stuff. Hill is by himself. He's gone for a run. Almost got caught. Johnston takes another contested mark. This is probably a better spot for him to kick from. Hit the post last time from a little bit further out. That one is straight through the middle. Gets his first of the day. And a 13-point lead for the Tigers. A little bit of breathing room to start the quarter. Always nice. Ball enters our forward 50. No contested mark, but a really good spoil. I actually couldn't tell who that was by. Cherry climbed about 4 people. Got the spoil. Gets the handball clear as well. Smiley kicks towards the hot spot. Can't get a mark. Johnston's down there. We get the crumbs. Guess who? It's Jonty Fall. He's got 5. What a game so far by Jonty Fall. Johnston here, oncoming. Jai Newcomb wrapped up by Johnston. We got a contest inside our forward 50. Tristan Cherry now hits down to Smiley. Known to kick a goal from a stoppage. He's done it again. That's his second. We're showing the undefeated Hawks a bit of run here. Let's see how we can go the rest of the game. Jonty Fall, great mark at half forward. Harley Reid outside of the boot, gets his second on the game. Our midfield starting to light things up here. 31-point lead. Smiley, quick hands in the midfield. Camporelli kicks towards our forward line. Who was that climbing the step ladder from Hawthorn? Couldn't get the mark, unfortunately, but got up super high. Camporelli running back with the pack. Can't get the mark, but wraps up Will Day very, very nicely. Warple now trying to kick forward. Gets chased down by Harley Reid. Really good defensive work rate by him. Camporelli now. Going to give the hands over the top. No, finds Hill. Kicks on the run. Another goal to the Hawks. I'm sorry, the Tigers. 37-point lead. This is starting to turn ugly for the Hawks. 37-point lead. Absolutely crushing it in this quarter. Well tackled by Hill in the contest. The Wizard. We haven't seen a lot of him today. That's not 15. It's a goal. The Hawks finally respond. Back to a 31-point game. Great goal. Another kick to Ginnivan inside the forward half for the Hawks. And the Wizard. Haven't seen a lot of him today. Just the 3 disposals. I don't think he's had a shot on goal. That is a good kick straight through the middle. The Hawks get back-to-back goals. 25-point game. 12.5 minutes into the third quarter. The Hawks just starting to light up a little bit inside this one. Jonty Fall. Quick hands. Cherry on the run. Fall for 6. It's coming. No, it's not. It's a behind, unfortunately, for him. Cam Zerha guarding the Hawthorn back pocket. Layla probably could have just taken a grab there. But the ball is cleared. Warple is in space. There's a man up the line. It's Reeves. Goes in that direction. Ginnivan's over the top. But ends up with Sarong. Gibkiss does well to hold them up. Warple going to have a shot from outside 50. Actually, it's going to go to the hot spot. And the Wizard again. The Wizard lining up for his second in about a minute and a half. Straight through again. The Hawks showing a bit of life. Let's not lose our composure here. The Hawks are good, but we have been pretty good all day. Who's that crumbing? It's the Wizard again. He's got 3 in the quarter. And it's back to a 2-goal game. Harley Reid, quick hands out of the middle. Sheasel, off half-back, hits up Taranto. He's been quiet today. Kicks forward. Smiley has it on the 50-meter line. Kicks to the Ben Camporelli direction. I'm not sure he's kicked a goal for us before. But he's got 6 touches today. 5 uncontested. We're going to see what he's made of. He's a right footer. Got him from Carlton in the off-season. That's a nice kick. He kicks his first. Just nice to get that quick gap in between goals. Who's that down at fullback? Oh, my Lord. Just get it out of defensive 50, please. McDonald's got it out the back. That was far too easy for the Hawks. Not happy with that effort. 14-point game. We've got to be better than that. Smiley gets it out of the pack quite easily. Taranto kicks it forward. We got numbers. It's been knocked out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Almost 20 minutes gone in this quarter. Can't get it straight out of the stoppage. It's been dropped. Harley Reid from the boundary. It's behind, unfortunately. 15-point game. Looking for McDonald. Finds him. Back to the hot spot. Guinea's the target. Hard to miss with those long sleeves. But Sam Taylor, last line of defense, does a great job. Levi Ashcroft has Layla up the wing if he can find him. Goes a bit more inboard. Looking for Harley Reid. Only finds Meek. And now Guinea again. Goes to the boundary where Warple is. Layla with the punch. Does great. Gets tackled by Warple. We've got a ball up. Ball hits straight down to Will Day. That's poor defense in the stoppage. Back to a single-digit lead. Newcomb at half forward again. Kicks it to the hot spot. Great spoil, but it only goes straight to a Hawthorn defender. And now it's back to a 3-point game. We're out by 36 at one point. Smiley gets the clearance, but we haven't got numbers. Oh, we get it over the top. Judson Clark has barely done anything today. But he's kicked a goal when we've needed it. That's his first. We're back up by 9. Smiley kicks it forward once again. Can't get the mark at half forward. Ends up with Isaac Cumming. Kicks it short. Jonty Fall going to stand the mark in front of Josh Battle. Goes wide. Zerha with the fist, but Cumming marks again. Jarman Impey kicks down the line. Just forward to the wing. Ball ends up with Warple. Back to Ginnivan. Kicks down to full forward. Taylor's down there with Gibkiss. It's been rushed over the line. Behind doesn't mean a great deal in the grand scheme of this quarter because we're still up by a goal. That's a dangerous kick, but it works out okay. Can't get the mark. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Jonty Fall giving chase. Battle picks it up, pumps it forward to Dylan Moore. Great fist by Sheasel. Cherry with the hit out, but it only goes as far as McDonald. There's the siren, thankfully. High scoring quarter. How many goals were scored in that quarter? 7 to us, 7 to them. Absolute madness. But yeah, we were out by 36 at one point. Yo. This is it. Do or die. Final quarter. A win can mean a lot for us at this point in time of the season. Ball goes forward. Only goes as far as Smiley. That is a great kick by Cherry, but it goes straight to Josh Battle, unfortunately. Battle goes wide. Looks for Mitchell and finds him. Taj Houghton. I reckon this is the first time I've said his name today. I don't think he's touched the ball. Good defensive work by Sheasel on that play. Cherry and Meek going to go up for the ruck. Great hit down again. Ball is clear, but it's been wrapped up. All of our players ran forward while the Hawthorn players stayed with the contest. Sheasel gets it clear. Smiley heading in the forward direction. He's been so good today. Does not provide a contest in that one whatsoever. Down the line towards Warple. Camporelli provides a bit of a contest, but not enough. Great spoil. Watson fakes one. Goes towards goal. He's got 4, all of which are in the second half. Amon kicks short to the Wizard. He's been so good in this second half. It's been really, really impressive. McDonald kicks to full forward. Great spoil by Layla. Actually, no, it wasn't Layla. Not sure who that would have been, because I thought Layla had the long sleeves down there. But Hill and Layla playing a bit of 1-2 right now. Actually, it's a bit of 1-2-3. Ball to full forward now. There's a mark. Who else but Jonty Fall? He's going to be lining up for number 6. 11 touches, 4 marks. I believe 4 of his goals have come on the run. But we really need this one from him. And there it is. That's 6. This is really good start by us. Get it out of the middle. Taj Houghton has slagged him off a little bit earlier. And now he's got, yeah, as I said, has not touched the ball today. But now he's got a chance to kick his first of the day. It's straight through the middle. Actually, it just sneaks in. It started on the middle and is drifting left. But a 14-point game. Bit of breathing room in the final quarter. Cherry once again just taps it down. Finds Levi Ashcroft, who's been pretty quiet today coming off the bench, has to be said. Ball goes down the line. Johnston. Actually, no, it was Rioli, not Johnston, excuse me. Can't get the mark, but it's okay. We get the ball off the rebound. Taranto finds Layla just beyond half forward. Smiley running backwards and forwards. Here's Rioli. Finds Layla, gives it back to Rioli. Heads to half forward. Ball's loose. Judson Clark kicks it out of bounds. Hawks go forward. Great build-up play, but can only go as far as Taylor in defense. He's been so good today. In terms of the Brownlow votes, he's getting one from me. Camporelli. Quick hands to Sheasel. Ball inside to Smiley. Gives it to Cherry. Goes deep. We got players down there. Weddle takes the mark in defense. Smiley trying to go across half forward. Only goes to Will Day. Carl Amon slows the play down. Gives it back to Will Day. Gives it to Meek. Now to Nash. Kicks it into Dylan Moore's face. Warple kicks towards goal. It's going across the face. It's a behind. 14 minutes gone. Halfway through the quarter. Still got plenty of time for both teams to kick a few goals and put it beyond doubt. And Dylan Moore, he's already kicked, I think, 3 today. He's going to have a crack at number 4. It's a good-looking kick. I don't know if it has the legs. It's marked on the goal line by Gibcus. Really good play. Smith trying to clear it out of defense, but he kicked it to a 3-person advantage on favor of the Hawks. Warple, another crack at goal. This time it goes through. It's a 7-point game. Warple in the middle of the ground. Struggled to find a teammate. Layla picks it up off the wing, but he also struggled to find a teammate. And the Wizard takes a pack mark. Chased down by Brown. Great hands by the Tigers. Actually, it's not that great. A little bit loose. The Wizard takes a pack mark, but probably too far out to score. Great fist. Ball comes loose in defense. Let's calm the play down. We've got a goal, over a goal lead. We don't need to be rash here. Jonty Fall on the run. Handballs forward to Judson Clark. Kicks to the hot spot. Players are there. Only goes as far as Warple, who has been very good in this second half. Camporelli can't get the fist to D'Ambrosio. Mitchell kicks down the line. Gibcus is there, but he gets outplayed by Dylan Moore. And that's a good mark inside 50 by Reeves. Already kicked 1 today. Going to be looking for a second. High-scoring game for Gather Round. And that is a not good kick, but a positive result if you're a Tigers fan. Hill at half-back for the Tigers. Heading towards Camporelli, does a good job. Your players leading, coming off half-forward. Little kick over the top to Taj Houghton. Does a good job. Jonty falls on the lead. Actually, it's Harry Armstrong. He's been quiet today. Hill trying to give it back to Armstrong. Can't quite get it. Ball comes out in the tackle. And a good kick out of the fence by Meek to Mitchell. Down the line now. Gibcus and Mitchell Lewis. Great hands by Gibcus. There's a tackle. Taranto recovers. Gives it to Camporelli. Kicks it short. Finds Hill. Back to Camporelli. Kicks down the line only as far as D'Ambrosio. He plays on very quickly. And Mitchell Lewis takes the pack mark. The Hawks are moving at lightning speed here. Ball ends up with McDonald. And he's going to have a crack from... He's going to have to kick this from just inside the 50. About a 15-degree angle. Siren's gone. A goal would have been a draw. But fortunately for us, it's another Tigers win. 109 plays 103 to end the game. 17-7 to 16-7. If we have a look at the player disposals or player stats just in general. Jonty Fall, 6 goals. The Wizard 4. Dylan Moore 3. Sarong and McDonald both had 2 for the Hawks. Whereas Rioli, Smiley and Reed each had 2 for the Tigers. Smiley and Hill both had 30 plus for the Tigers. Will Day, 24 for the Hawks. Taranto, 22 for the Tigers. And Newcomb had 22 as well. At the end of round 5, we now sit inside the top 8. We are 3-2. One of the lower percentaged teams of those who are 3-2. I believe there's 6 of us. We're sort of right in the middle of that pack. Hawthorn still sit top of the ladder despite losing that last game. We're going to simulate right through to the mid-season point where the mid-season draft takes place. I'm very excited for this little period, as we've still got a couple of players out with injury. We're just going to go unchanged through this one. We've now got the Crows, who are seated in 12th position right now. It's at Marvel Stadium. This should probably be a win for us. It is a win for us. Really high scoring first half for us. 14 goals to 7 in the first half, but they really got on top of us in the second half. Really good performance by our midfielders. Lots of multiple goal kickers look like as well. Now got Anzac Eve against Melbourne, who are currently in last place. We are now in 4th spot, which is very, very interesting. Armstrong is now injured, which is not ideal. So we could bring back Luke Traynor, but I'm not going to play him at full forward, obviously. I would prefer to play him in defense. So we'll just put Smith there as a temporary option. I think this is where we go Jacob Kajitsky. He can be the second ruck. That is absolutely fine. In terms of some of our other options, we've got Harry Armstrong, who is the only other injury. We've also got Ben Miller, who could come in. We've got Lockie Smith, we've got Archie Roberts, Will Powell. But I think we're not going to change up this winning formula too much. I do like what we've seen from our guys. Harrison Oliver has been really good in the games that we've seen from him. But we've won 4 of our last 5. Let's see if we can get the win today up against the D's. And it's an 83-point win. 9 goals to 4 in the 4th. Taj Houghton kicks 5. Judson Clark and Jonty Fall both kick 4. Really good stuff, and a lot of really high ball winners as well. Now got North away from home. They are in 11th, but they've lost their last 3. We're on a winning streak, and the streak continues. I also should mention, I think this is Harry Sheasel's first game against his old team, if I remember correctly. I may be completely wrong. But Judson Clark, 3 goals. Armstrong, 2. Taj Houghton, 2. Smiley, 2 as well, to go with his 37 touches. Port Adelaide at home now, and unfortunately, Tristan Cherry is injured. Leake is back, which is good, but Miller is going to come in. We're also going to bring James Leake in for Mr. Brown. He can stay in the back pocket. Lucas Camporelli can go to the wing, and then Ben Camporelli can come out because I want to give Caleb Smith a bit more run on the interchange. I just don't want him to get too grumpy. And I'm happy with Harry Armstrong being a backup at this point in time in terms of the ruck. Cherry, he's only got a fitness test, so it shouldn't be too bad. But for a 5-game winning streak, this has certainly been a change in fortunes for us since being wooden spooners last season. And I think we finished 16th in season 1. Can we get 5 in a row? I mean, it's a draw. 177 apiece, which is quite interesting. Yeah, not ideal, I guess, but we were down by 5 goals at halftime, so that's something. We still haven't lost a game this episode. We have done very well so far, and we lose by a point. Wow. Can't believe I just did that. But a really good game. Allison kicks 5. A lot of multiple goal kickers once again, and the mid-season draft is here. Let's have a look at the ladder to end the video. We're 10 games in. We're 6-3-1. Can't say I would have predicted this at the start of the episode, but I most definitely will take it. Looks like we're playing Geelong in our next game. Melbourne are currently in last spot with Freo, North, and the Crows just above them. Hawks are 8-2. Swans 8-2. Essendon 7-3. Then us in 4th. Eagles 5th. Gold Coast, Bulldogs, Collingwood make up the rest of the top 8. But the mid-season draft will be that'll be the starting point of the next episode. In terms of the game, we're currently at round 11. The Richmond-Geelong game, if we have a look at the ladder, doesn't do a lot for me. Is there anybody else who is going to be a decent game? The Bombers, we've already played the Bombers. We could do the Lions, but I think they're sort of in around 9th. So I'd preferably do a top 8 team. We could do the Crows, but I think they might be in the top 8. Then we have the bye, and then we have GWS. So we might do that Crows game. We might do the Brisbane game unless anything else pops up. But we'll see how we go, play it out, and then we'll go from there. But thank you very much for watching up until this point, guys. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And until then, I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you guys then. Bye!